Properties of real numbers, part 1. Tara't pag-usapan natin yan dito. Manood, makinig, mag-enjoy at matuto. Hi everyone! Welcome sa lesson natin ngayong araw. So for today, we're going to start discussing about the properties of real number. And yes, this is just part number 1. So let's start. Properties of real number. There are lots of properties of real numbers actually. But I chose to discuss yung 6 na pinakamahalagang properties. And what are those? Closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity property, inverse property, and distributive property. Now, for part 1, we're just going to discuss yung first 3. Closure, commutative, associative. Ayan. So, let's start about the closure property. Ayan. So, most of the properties na hati sa dalawa, merong addition, merong multiplication. Pero hindi lahat. Most lang. Karamihan ay nahati sa addition tapos multiplication. And kasama dito si closure property. So, let's discuss. So, yung nasa left ay about sa addition, yung nasa right ay about sa multiplication. So, let's discuss that one by one. So, sabi dito sa statement ng closure property, if you add two real numbers, the sum is also real numbers. Ganito ang representation niya. A plus B. Itong A plus B, member siya ng real number. Kapag nag-plus daw tayo ng parehong real number, ang sagot ay element ng real number. So, natural. So, ang idea ng closure property, kapag nag-add tayo ng parehong real, ang magiging result ay real numbers din. Ayan. So, ang palatandaan dito sa closure property, closed. Ibig sabihin, dun lang talaga siya. Kapag real number, natural, expect mo na real number din yung magiging sagot. Parang ganito yung idea. Let's say, nagtanim tayo ng mangga. Ayan. So, for years, I guess, ang i-expect natin na maging bunga niya ay mangga, right? So, you will not expect na, okay na, magbubunga na. Yung manggang itinanim ko, magbubunga na ng grapes. So, that's impossible. So, ganun ang idea ng closure property. Kung ano yung itinanim natin, siya din yung bunga. Ayan. Kung ano yung pinag-add natin, siya din dapat yung maging result. So, kung real ang pinag-add, real din dapat yung maging result. So, yun po ang tatandaan natin. Kapag closure, closed, dun lang siya. Hindi siya pwedeng lumabas. Ayan. So, examples. 1 plus 1. So, 1 tapos yung 1, pareho yung real number. Pareho yung integer, whole number tapos natural number. So, kapag nag-plus tayo, ang sagot ay 2. Tapos yung 2 rin, real numbers din. Ayan. So, eto ay natural, whole, integer, tapos rational. Yung 2. So, kasama siya sa real number. So, kung i-observe natin, lahat itong numbers ito ay real numbers. Another. Ayan. Ito, integer. Tapos, integer din. So, nag-plus tayo ng dalawang integer. Ang lalabas ay integer pa rin, which is kasama sa real number. Ayan. So, ito rin. 1/5 plus 1/5. So, naka-fraction, that's rational number. So, kapag pinag-plus, so, di ba, ipa-plus lang yung numerator, tapos copy the denominator. So, fraction pa rin yung sagot, and this is rational number, real number pa rin siya. Ayan. So, basta kapag nag-add ka ng real number din dapat na magiging sagot. Yun lang ang idea ni closure property. So, let's move naman sa multiplication. So, closure property of multiplication. Ayan. So, ganito naman. A and B, ano yan? Real numbers yan. Ang magiging sagot ay element pa rin ng real number. So, hindi siya pwedeng lumabas kay real number. Just like this one. 1 times 1. So, dalawang real number, ang magiging sagot real number pa rin. Kaya ang naging result ay 1, which is real number din. Ito naman, negative 5 times 2. So, parehong integers, ang magiging labas ay negative 10, which is part of real numbers pa rin. Then, 1/5 times 1/5. So, that's multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So, we'll have 1/25. And this is rational number na kasama sa real number. Ayan. So, yun lang po ang idea ni closure property. Again, ang clue natin doon, closed. Hindi siya pwedeng lumabas. Kapag real, real. Kapag real ang pinlas or minultiply, real ang magiging sagot. Tapos ang usapan. Yun ang closure property. Ayan. So, let's discuss naman yung pangalawa. Commutative property. Ayan. Ito na hati rin sa dalawa. Kay addition tapos kay multiplication. So, let's have first addition. If you add two real numbers in any order, ito yung pakakatandaan natin dyan. In any order. The sum will always be the same or equal. Ayan. So, paano siya i-represent? Ganito siya. A plus B is equal to B plus A. Ayan. Binaliktad lang natin. Yung A plus B, yung real numbers na yan, kapag pinag-plus natin yan, or binaliktad natin yung position ng dalawa, pareho lang yung magiging sagot. Ayan. So, dito naman, tandaan natin yung word na commute. Diba? Sana aware kayo dun sa word na commute. Dun sa mga walang sarili sasakyan, kagaya ko na kapag uuwi ng bahay, so mag-commute na lang. So, commute. So, you are traveling from one place to another. So, kagaya nito, tandaan mo, kapag commutative property, nagta-travel yung isa, lumilipat. Or to change position, to move position. So, yung A, napunta dun sa kabila. Diba? Kaya siya naging B plus A. Kapag ganon, walang nababago sa kanyang result. So, let's prove na tama nga ito. Ayan. So, example, ang 1 plus 2, kapag ginawa kong unahan si 2, tapos pangalawa si 1, pareho pa rin ang sagot niyan. Diba? Let's prove. 1 plus 2 is what? 3. Is equal to 3 din. O, diba? Kahit pabalik-balik rin mo yung dalawang yan, ang magiging sagot ay 3 pa rin. So, yun ang idea ni commutative property. Kahit mag-change siya ng position, kaya nga commute, changing position, ang magiging sagot ay pareho pa rin. And very important yon. Another, 15 plus 20. Kunwari sa kamamadali mo na nauna mo si 20 plus 15. So, that's okay. Kasi nga, yung magiging sagot dyan ay pareho lang naman. Ayan. So, 15 plus 20 is 35, tapos 35 din naman ang 20 plus 15, kahit baliktad pa yan. Diba? So, kahit baliktad, ang idea na commutative, baliktarin mo man ang pinaplus mo, pareho pa rin ang magiging sagot. Yun ang commutative. Ayan. Kaya nga, in any order. So, tandaan mo yung word na order dito. In any order, kahit baliktad yan, kapag pinag-plus mo yan, ang sum niya ay pareho pa rin. Ayan. So, let's have naman multiplication. So, sa multiply, ganun din, ginawa lang natin times, itong plus dito. Kapag binaliktad natin yan, so babaliktarin din ulit, commutative, in any order. So, ito yung pakakatandaan natin sa commutative. Kapag nakita mo yan sa question, in any order, automatic commutative. Ibig sabihin, naglilipat siya ng position. Ayan. So, A times B is equal to B times A. So, the same lang yan. Let's prove that. 7 times 2. So, ang 7 times 2, the same lang daw yan sa 2 times 7. So, prove natin. Dapat pareho ang maging sagot nila. Yan daw, di ba? Naging unahan na yung 2 dito sa pangalawa. Naging una si 2, naging pangalawa si 7. Right? So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng commutative. To travel or to transfer position. Ayan. So, 7 times 2 is 14. So, ito kaya 14 din. 2 times 7 ay 14 din. So, therefore, tama ito. So, tama nga ang sinasabi ni commutative property na kahit baliktarin mo yung dalawang numbers na yan, same pa rin ang maging sagot. Isa pa, 9 times 10. Kapag naging 10 times 9 yan, same lang magiging sagot. Let's see. 9 times 10 ay 90. 10 times 9 ay 90 pa rin. Ayan. Ayan. So, yan ang kagandahan ng commutative property. Ayan. So, again, let me repeat. Commutative, commute. Yun ang tatandaan natin. Commute, any order. Tapos, kapag nakita mong nagpapalit lang ng position, automatic, commutative yon. Changing or transfer from one position to another. Yun ang commutative property. Ayan. And last one, associative property. Ano naman meron kay associative property? Ayan. So, eto, nahati din ulit sa addition tapos multiplication. And let's start first with addition. If you are adding 3 real numbers, the sum is always the same regardless of their grouping. Ayan. Very important ito. Ito naman yung maganda kay associative property. Ayan. So, 3 real numbers. So, let's represent that by A, B, and C. Ayan, A, B, and C. Equal lang daw yan kapag ganito ang naging groupings natin. So, sabi regardless, pareho ang magiging sagot kahit pa ma-transfer yung grouping symbol natin, yung parenthesis na yan. So, quantity A plus B, tapos plus C, is just equal to A plus the quantity of B plus C. Kahit i-transfer ko yung parenthesis dyan, magiging the same pa rin yung sagot nila. Yun ang sinasabi ni associative property. Now, so si associative property, tandaan natin yung word na association. Association. Kapag asosasyon, that means group. Diba? Tandaan mo, kapag association, that means group. So, madali mo siya matatandaan. Kasi, alam natin na, ay, asosasyon, dapat makakita ako ng grouping symbol. So, kapag nakita mo yan, tapos, na-observe mo na, ay, nagda-transfer lang. So, automatic associative property yan. Once na naglilipat lang naman yung parentheses, automatic associative property yan. Ayan. So, let's prove this representation. 1 plus 2, quantity 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 plus quantity 2 plus 3. So, kung i-observe natin, yung grupo ay na-move lang. So, ito ang first group natin. Pero dito, ang ginrupo natin ay yung 2 saka yung 3 na. Pero same lang yung mga numbers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ang nagbago lang kung saan inilagay si parentheses. So, let's see kung paano nga ba yan or kung the same nga ba yung magiging sagot nila. So, let's use PEMDAS or GEMDAS. Diba? So, ito muna. 1 plus 2, that's 3. So, 3, ito yan, plus yung 3 dito. Tapos ito naman, ipag-plus muna natin yung nasa loob. So, that's 1 plus 5. Copy yung 1, copy yung plus, tapos 2 plus 3 is 5. So, let's see kung pareho ng sagot. 3 plus 3 is 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. O, ayan. O, diba? No matter how this parenthesis moved, ang sagot ay hindi mababago. So, yun ang sinasabi ng associative property. Lumipat man ng grupo, magiging same pa rin ang sagot. Ayan. Next, ito naman. 4 plus 5 plus 6 is just equal to 4 plus the quantity of 5 plus 6. So, yung 4 plus 5, let's prove na tama ito. So, yung 4 plus 5 muna ang isolve natin, magiging 9 plus 6, yung nasa left. Diba? Ito naging 9 na, ito plus 6, kopya. Next, yung 4 plus dito, kopyahin, kasi solve natin yung 5 plus 6 muna. That's 11. So, let's prove dapat equal itong dalawa. 9 plus 6 ay 15. 4 plus 11 is 15. Diba? So, same pa rin ang naging sagot. So, again, yun ang idea ni associative property. Tandaan, associative, association, grupo. Pag may nakita kang grouping symbol, tapos nagpapalit lang ng position yung groupings, that means associative property ang nangyayari sa kanya. Next, let's prove naman yung multiplication. Let's discuss about this. If you are multiplying 3 real numbers, the product is always the same regardless of the groupings. Ayan. So, ito naman. So, A times B times yung C is just equal to kapag nilipat natin yung grouping symbol sa B times C. So, A times B times C. So, ito naman ang naka-parenthesis. So, let's prove that. 1 times 2, tas may times 3. Then, 1 times the quantity of 2 times 3. So, GEMDAS ulit. So, unahin natin yung 1 times 2. Magiging 2 times 3 yung nasa left. Kasi ito ay 2. Tapos yung nasa right, magiging 1 times 6. Kasi unang isolve ang 2 times 3. Ayan. 2 times 3 ay 6. 1 times 6 ay 6. Diba? The same lang. Kahit pa nagbago siya ng parenthesis. Or nag-move yung parenthesis dun sa kabilang grupo naman. So, same pa rin. Ito naman, 4 times 5 times 6 is just equal to 4 times yung quantity ng 5 times 6. So, unahin natin isolve dito yung 4 times 5, which is 20, times 6, is equal to 4 times, ito muna, 5 times 6 ay 30. So, kapag multiply natin yan, the same ang sagot, which is 120. Ayan. So, yun po ang associative property. So, again, kapag associative, association, association, grupo, kapag may nakita kang grouping symbol, tapos nag-move lang yung grouping symbol, automatic associative property yun. And it will not change the value. And so before we go to our YouMore Drill, let me first discuss quickly yung first 3 properties of real numbers natin. Una, closure property, closed. Kapag real ang pinlas, real ang sagot. Kapag real ang multiply, real ang magiging product. Next, commutative property. From the word commute. That means to transfer, to travel, to change position. So, yun ang tatandaan natin. In any order. Yun ang tandaan mo kay commutative property. Then, lastly, associative. Ito naman, asosasyon, grupo. Then, kapag naglilipat lang yung parentheses, yung grouping symbol, magiging the same pa rin yung sagot. Yan ang idea ni associative property. Ayan. Ayan. So, I guess you're ready now with our YouMore Drill. So, let's have our YouMore Drill. So, this time, ito ay multiple choice. So, I'll be flashing 5 questions. And, siguro I'll pause for about 10 seconds na naka-flash yung question number 1, question number 2, 3, and 4 para magkaroon kayo ng time na magsagot. Ayan. Okay. So, let's start right now. Question number 1. Question number 2. Question number 3. Question number 4. Question number 5. Alright. O sige, let's answer this. Let's answer question number 1. Now, kung medyo nabilisan kayo dun sa time, pwede nyo namang i-pause para nababasa nyo clearly yung question para masagutan natin ng maayos. Ayan. So, let's answer question number 1. What property is being described in the statement? If you add or multiply two real numbers, the sum or product is also a real number. O, ayan. Ano kaya ito? Ibig sabihin yan, kapag nag-add or multiply ka ng real number, real din ang magiging sagot. Ibig sabihin yan, close lang siya doon. Yung idea hanggang doon lang. So, closure property. Hindi siya pwede maging associative. Bakit? Wala naman dyan sinabing groupings. Diba? Ang ano natin dyan, groupings kapag associative. Question number 2. What property is being described in the statement? If you are adding three real numbers, the sum is always the same regardless of their grouping. Ayan, very basic. So, diba? Sabi natin, tandaan natin ng kapag grouping, asosasyon. So, dito pa lang sa word na grouping, alam na natin na associative property ang sagot. Ayan. Number 3. What property is being described in the statement? If you multiply two real numbers in any order, ayan, ito agad ang clue natin. The product will always be the same or equal. In any order, ibig sabihin, nagta-travel siya, nagta-transfer siya ng position. So, yan ay commute. Diba? Pag-commute. So, transfer. Commutative property ang question number 3. Number 4. What property would prove that 12 plus 8 is equal to 18 plus? 12 plus 18 is just equal to 18 plus 12. So, observe natin yung dalawa. Yung 12 saka yung 18, nag-transfer lang. Nag-transfer, nag-commute. Diba? Di commutative property siya. Bakit hindi pwedeng associative? Associative groupings. Diba? So, for number 5, what property would prove that yung quantity 2x ay 2 times 21 times 3 is equal to 2 times the quantity of 21 times 3? So, associative yan. Right? Bakit? Asosasyon, grupo, nakagrupo. Nag-transfer lang yung grouping symbol. So, associative property ang number 5. Ayan. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope natuto ka ngayong araw. And I wanna see you in our next video. Bye-bye! Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something today. And if you did, please don't forget to click subscribe and the notification bell para updated ka sa mga latest videos na i-upload natin dito sa YouMore PH. And share this to your friends and to those parents who needs this lesson the most para matulungan din natin sila. And don't forget that you deserve more, you can learn more, and you can be more. #YouMorePH. Bye-bye! See you in our next